happy Valentine's Day. Hope you all have an amazing day. Today, I want to talk about turmeric. Now, you guys, I am sure, have heard about turmeric and how incredible it is. It has been around for, more than 4,000 years, very, very well known and used in the Asian countries. And we've known for a long, long time that it is the magic, one of the magic plants. And we've known that it is absolutely incredible for reducing inflammation. So any of the aches and pains that we have in our body, not just as we get older, you'd be actually surprised how many younger people have got a lot of joint pain and arthritis going on. So turmeric, we know, is incredible for that. It's incredible for supporting our immunity. So it's a natural way to strengthen the body's defenses. It aids in digestion. So it really helps balance out that gut health. And reduces bloating, because we all know how uncomfortable that can be. And it also boosts your brain health. So there's lots of studies that suggest it actually can improve your memory and reduce the risk of that cognitive decline. So what that just means is, just keeping your faculties about and reduce the risks of those degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia, that sort of thing. So it's incredible. It's the most incredible plant that is on this beautiful planet. The problem with it, though, is that it is really hard for our body to absorb. Okay, now curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric. So there's lots of different elements that make up turmeric. I don't know what they are. You can Google them if you're interested. However, curcumin is the active ingredient. Curcumin is the magic ingredient that helps us with all those things that I just talked about. Now, the problem, though, is that it is a lipid, okay, that just means it's a fat. And our body, if you remember from grade 9 biology, our body is mostly made of water, and fat and water, they don't mix very well. So this has been the frustration in the labs when, they know that it can do all these incredible things. However, it's not being absorbed easily by our body. It's about less than 1% is actually absorbed into the bloodstream when you take it, whether it's in a powder or a capsule or its natural form. And it's also really eliminated from our body really fast. Okay. So it's like this tiny amount, it comes in and we've got this smaller window of time for our body to actually try and absorb it. And what it's absorbing is only about 1%. Now, you guys, if you know about curcumin and turmeric, you know that there are ways around that, okay? And they are good ways. However, there is one that is even better. And I'm going to get to that one in a minute. So I just want to address, because if you're doing these things, if you're taking curcumin and you're getting some good results, keep doing it. If what you're doing is working, keep doing it. If what you're doing is not working, though, this is where you might want to have a little listen on. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few different ways that you can help that absorption process. Now, the first way is by adding a little bit of black pepper. All right. So what it is, so it's actually called pepperine, and it is the active compound in black pepper. Now, when you add black pepper to turmeric, it can help the absorption by up to 2,000%. All right, that's incredible. And it does that by slowing down its breakdown of the turmeric in the liver. Okay, now that is incredible. You get this incredible spike. It helps with that absorption. However, the downside to that is that this pepperine can irritate the stomach. It can irritate the digestive tract. Okay, so if you are someone who already has a bit of a sensitive digestive system, then don't be adding black pepper to your turmeric. Okay, it's not going to work out very well. Okay, it can also interact with certain medications, and it can affect how those medications are metabolized. So this is where I'm going to tell you a little story about a friend who I was talking to on the weekend. And if she's watching this, she'll know who it is. We do these things and we take these great, someone says, okay, go and have turmeric and add black pepper to it, and it's going to be amazing for your body. For some people, it will be. For others, it won't be. And this is where you really, 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 really need to listen to your body and don't dismiss the symptoms that your body is telling you. So this friend of mine, she was talking about something that she was taking. And anyway, so she's doing it because somebody said, take this, it's good for blah, blah, blah. And every time she took it, it would, I think it was her mouth would hurt or something. She would get some sort of pain or some irritation from it. And she's going, oh, no, well, that's okay. It's nothing major. I'll just push through it, as we do. Anyway, so she kept taking it. And then this one day she took it and she vomited. And then she's going in her head, because we justify things. Oh, maybe it was a little bit off or, something. Maybe there was something else going on, blah, blah, blah. So she justified to herself that it was okay. It wasn't, in fact, her body telling her, do not put this in me. It was something else. So then she took it again and she vomited again. So it was after 2 vomits that she's gone, maybe this thing isn't right for my body, okay? And this is what's important. Just because somebody says it's good for you and it helps you, if you take it and your body says, then stop taking it, okay? So that's my little caveat with this. So black pepper, great. It helps with that absorption. However, it has a downside as well. So if you're one of those people who has that upset stomach already or very sensitive digestive system, do not add black pepper to your diet, full stop. Okay, and especially to your turmeric. And it can also, too much can have a bad reaction to your liver as well. I am just, and I will move on in a minute. I was taking for a little bit lemon juice in my water because, everyone says get that alkaline thing. But what it did for me is it made my teeth really sore, and it happened really quickly, like within a day. So whilst that is good for some people, it's not good for me. So I don't do that anymore, okay, because my teeth ached. All right. Okay, so another way that you can help the absorption of curcumin is because I said before, curcumin is a fat, okay? So it dissolves in fat. It's absorbed more effectively when you combine it or you eat it with fat, like coconut oil or ghee, okay? So you can mix it with that to eat it. The downside of that is that it doesn't, whilst it helps the absorption, it doesn't solve the issue of it being broken down really, really fast by the liver, okay? So it doesn't stay in your body for very long, all right? So that's another thing you can do. And one more thing you can do is you can put them into these little liposome formulations. They're little fat bubbles, okay, that wrap around the curcumin to help it be absorbed. So similar to mixing it with coconut oil or ghee. So that's another way you can do it. Those formulations, though, they can be quite expensive, and their effectiveness will vary depending on the manufacturing quality, okay? And then the fourth way that you can do it is you can take these curcumin drops, okay? So what they've done with this is that this is a liquid. And what they've done is they've taken the curcumin out of the turmeric, all right? You can see it's a liquid. Oh, am I holding up high enough? So they've taken the curcumin out of the turmeric and they've nanofied it, okay? They've applied nanotechnology, and all that means is they've made it really, 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 really tiny, so small enough to pass through that brain-blood barrier. And they haven't added anything to it because they don't need to. So they don't have to add the pepper or the fats, because it has also, once it's been nanofied, made really tiny, they've used this bioMS technology, which basically mimics what the body does naturally when we are eating anything that's fatty, to help us absorb it. So it's wrapped in this micelle casing that helps with the delivery of this. So you're not adding anything else. So it's really gentle on the stomach. So there's no risk of irritation from the pepperine, or even heavy oils can sometimes, not everyone likes that. So it is absorbed within 5 minutes. It's at a cellular level within 20 minutes, and it stays in your body for up to 24 hours. And because of all of that, your body gets a chance to extract all of the goodness that curcumin is famous for. Okay, so let me just show you. This is, and it's really easy to take. So, that's a bit hard to see, but anyway, a third of a dropper. All right, so that's about a third of a dropper. Well, it's gone back up because I've unsqueezed it. But a third of a dropper is approximately 10 drops, okay? And all you do, 10 drops is equivalent to eating 8 kilos of turmeric, or having 27 of the curcumin tablets. And the reason for that is because you have to have so much of that other stuff to get the absorbability. So remember, when you're having turmeric in its native form, you're absorbing about 1%, whereas with this, you're absorbing 98%. So all you do is you stick it on your tongue, and you swallow it. It doesn't taste great. It's got a funky sort of texture. Turns your mouth yellow. Sometimes it can turn your teeth yellow. I don't know if you can see that. But all you do, have a little drink of water. And swallow it. Yellow teeth are gone, so you're not looking like a pirate. Tongue is still a little bit yellow, but unless you're walking around poking your tongue out at people, people aren't actually going to notice that. Oh, hello, Lorraine Enright. How are you, darling? It's lovely to see you. So what's Lorraine saying? A must-have product, inflammation and pain relief. Yeah, and you use these, Lorraine. That's fantastic, because there's such a great product that is natural and is so incredibly effective. I mean, my mum, she was losing the use of her hands. She got 3 months on these drops, and she's got full function of her hands again. Because it's not just, you imagine, we use our hands so many times every minute of every day, and when that's taken away, then that starts to affect your independence, and then it affects your mindset. So it has these a lot of the things that inflammation causes, and pretty much everything is caused by inflammation. But then there's this flow-on effect. Okay, it's not just the stiffness and the soreness. It affects what you're able to do. It affects what you how you feel about yourself. It affects so many different things. So these drops are absolutely incredible to be able to do all of the things, allow our body to get all of the goodness. And I'll just show you what I mean by it being a fat. So this is just turmeric from Woolies. And I use this because I take this to the markets just to demonstrate what happens. So I'm just going to tip a little bit into here and show you. So if we mix that around. So this is just normal turmeric. I want to show you what I mean by it's not absorbed easily by the body. So that's that. I'm just going to sit this down for a second, and then I'm going to grab some of my little drops. I'm just going to drop these, just put a couple of drops into the water and mix that around so that you can see the difference. All right. So you can see here, I need more hands. So that's the drops, all right? You can see how that has absorbed nicely with the water. It's mixed in nicely. This is the turmeric, and you can see how cloudy that is, and there's a little bit of sediment starting to form on the bottom, okay? So that's what I mean. It's not easily absorbed by the body because it is a lipid. So these drops overcome that, and it's something very simple that you can use. 10 drops a day is nothing, and have such incredible results from it. And yeah, Lorraine, it's a positive flow on effect in the body, and in the mind as well. So, chronic inflammation, it's often referred to as the silent culprit behind so many of our health issues. So whether that is, pain in your joints, stiffness, it's digestion, it's fatigue, it's low mood, it's brain fog. And over time, if you don't do something about it, it can lead to those more serious conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and autoimmune diseases. Okay, so if you can just go onto Google, and PubMed is a good publication as well. Pretty much everything is caused by chronic inflammation, but you don't have to live with any of those symptoms. And even if I'm very much a prevention is better than cure sort of person. So when I turned 50 and I started to notice all the aches and pains, I didn't think I had a lot of inflammation in my body. And we get used to certain things as well. I got used to having that little sore neck, and I got used to having the sore hip and having to turn all the time at night. So I couldn't lie on my right side for very long because my hip would hurt. So I had to keep turning throughout the night. I got used to that. I got used to all the little niggles and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't think I had a lot of inflammation in my body. And it wasn't until I started taking this, and I started taking, because Mum got such incredible results, I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I need to try this. If I'm going to sell this, I need to try it for myself, and I need to see if it does anything for me before I go, telling other people to get on board. So I took it for a month. And I didn't really notice anything because my symptoms were not huge. And then I stopped taking it. And when I stopped taking it, that's when I noticed that all the little aches and pains came back. All right. So since that time, I just have it every single day because I know it's doing good for my body. And I want to be able to get older without getting old, if you know what I mean. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you're looking to have some improved mobility, if you want to get rid of that stiffness and discomfort, if you just want to help your body heal and function at its best, Jay fell off his bike the other day and he's hurt his knee. He landed on his knee, so it's quite inflamed. And inflammation is normal, okay? However, we've got these drops to help speed up the process of him getting better, basically. I love prevention is better than the cure as well. It's so much easier in everything that we do, not just when it comes to your health. If you nip things in the bud early, it's like our garden. Our garden's out of control, but if we had done something, each week and nipped it in the bud and not let it get out of control, it wouldn't be the big job that it is now. But anyway, so if you're wanting to just feel better in your body, basically, be able to do those things you used to be able to do, to have a little bit more clarity, okay? Not have that brain fog or that fatigue or feeling bloated and uncomfortable. Drop me a message if you have questions. I am very happy to answer any questions you have. And I will also put the link to my store into the comments. So if you would like to try it, you can jump on in the shop and give it a go. Okay. So whether it's for you or somebody who is maybe struggling, please tag them in this video as well in the comments, or share this video to whoever it is that you think could benefit from this, because at the end of the day, we all deserve to be walking around this earth pain-free, living our best lives, and it is possible. Okay, our health is our greatest asset. We know that, and now there's something that you can do that is very natural and is very affordable as well. So this little bottle, I'll just let you know, $85 it is. Plus there's a little bit of postage, but if you buy 3 bottles, the postage is covered. So $85, and that'll last you a month. So that, yeah, it's affordable and it is effective. That's what I love about it. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on and commenting as well. Lorraine, have a fabulous day as well. All of you. Lorraine, you have a fabulous day, and everyone else have an incredible day, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.